All right, in other news this morning, President Trump's social media plan for 2020 has one goal in mind, reaching seniors on Facebook. But most Democrats don't seem to have that strategy. The Trump campaign spending nearly half of its Facebook ad budget on older voters. Meanwhile, the top 12 Democrats only average 27% in that age group. So how much of an impact could social media have on the race down the road? Here to break it all down for us is GOP pollster Chris Wilson. He was also the director of research, analytics, and digital strategy for Ted Cruz's 2016 presidential campaign. Hey, Chris, thanks for being with us.
Hey, good morning.
So what does this say, that the president is spending a lot of his budget to target 65-year-olds and older?
Well, it's really, if you break down the data, it's all the way down to 45 and above. And I think what it shows is the power of the incumbency. It's right now where the Democrats are having to raise money, really go to younger voters over and over again to try and get them energized, get them out to vote. What the president's able to do is reach out to his base and expand upon that base to be able to communicate. And it also shows that he's not running sort of a general consensus campaign. He takes an approach on his digital strategy in which he optimizes and he continues to adjust. And he doesn't allow the Facebook algorithm, which would typically take those ads and push them down to younger voters because it allows Facebook to make more money on it. But yet what he does is he continues to target specifically those voters that are going to decide the election in 2020. And I think it's a very smart approach. It's different than anybody on our side has done and typically does. And it allows him to get way out in front of the Democrats as they're fighting out amongst themselves, fighting over younger voters and continually appealing for money. The president is able to appeal and send a message to voters that are, again, going to decide the election next cycle.
Yeah, the only other person spending a little bit more than the president, spending 51% of his Facebook budget, is John Delaney. But if you look at the top 12 Democratic candidates, they're only spending 27% of their Facebook budgets on the seniors. How effective are these ads?
Well, time will tell, but I think 2016 proved the Brad Parscale's skill in being able to communicate to these universes. And there's a lot of people who were surprised by Donald Trump winning states like Michigan and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. And what they were able to show after the election is they were able to identify those voters. I mean, there's so many examples of counties that went heavily for Obama in 2008 and 2012, but switched over and voted for Donald Trump. And I think what the power of digital, and specifically the power of Facebook, is that it allows you to communicate directly to a voter on an issue that he or she cares about, rather than running just TV ads that may or may not appeal to you. And I think it's very smart from a standpoint of being able to communicate on an individual level that no other medium allows for.
Yeah, that age group really cares about health care and immigration. I know the president, the majority of his ads were about immigration. Thank you so much, Chris, for being with us.
You bet. Thank you, Ainsley.
You're welcome.